Hello, Jim Tech Post. We're back with the Urbanista Phoenix Solar, and we're going to explain all that to you now in a minute, what these are all about. And they're giving a clear message here. And the message I feel should be really coming across all product lines with earbuds and headphones with all manufacturers. As it's going to be good for the environment and all that other kind of stuff as well. And yeah, haven't seen any other companies doing this yet, which is kind of not really good. But we're going to talk about these. So this technology here, powerful technology, now you can see here, I'm in a bit of light at the minute. We're going to explain how it works now in a minute, and the charge that you get from it. So I built up over the last couple of days some time and saving having to plug in. Actually, I haven't had to plug them in whatsoever, which is the whole point of this, and which is still the same today with the headphones that have belonged to the company and that kind of stuff. Now I have to kind of do this way because if the earbuds are out, we can't get this thing to work here to show you here. So in short, what will happen is if I bring some light into the situation, this is what happens here. I turn it away. I point it out into the garden, which there is some there, but you can see. If you can just leave them in your window or under a light at home, you can see what's happening. Obviously, the stronger the light, the better the return. So that's basically the heel of the hunt with these headphones here, or earbuds, should I say, which recharges by solar power, which is really, really good. And you can see here on this chart how they work exactly. And that's basically the heel of the hunt here with these and what this product is at, besides the other features that they have, and which overall are an excellent pair of earbuds. We're going to have a look at all that now in a second. But this is just to show you the kind of situation that we have here and what these offer, which I think is really cool. And it just shows you how good it works by demonstration here in the light and by moving away. Obviously, the brighter the lighter, the better situation you're in, the more charge you're going to get. But even turned away, you can see nothing or some, but once there is light in view of this panel here, you're all good to go and get charging without having to plug them in, which is really cool. So that's basically what these are for. So I'm just going to pull this big bright light out of the way now, and that's it. It is a big case, as I did mention in the unboxing, but that's not really an issue. I actually like this case, believe it or not. I'm just going to show you a quick connection there, how fast they connect again by closing the case like so. And then this will bring us onto the app for the earbuds. You can see 100%. And the case obviously off now because the earbuds are out. So what we'll do is we'll pop them back in there. And you can see you've got 80% on the case. Now, I haven't had to plug these in once by cable, once initially charged up first, which is excellent. So you can see the connection is fast, and that's really good. And you got your ANC, your transparency, and here's where you go in then to do the test here for the light. And it's back on there now, and you can see how that works. So you can see what I was trying to explain there earlier on. And that's really about it. So into the app, you've got your transparency mode, you've got your default mode here, and that's pretty much it in there. And over here, then you get your chart of your gain over time. And then in here, you've got your default speed, bass boost, treble boost, energize and balance. So we've got a nice equalizer in there, and these are actually really good earbuds, and they're small as well, and they fit really nice in the ears and they're comfortable to wear. Now I kind of test these at kind of night time. I have them also plugged into my projector and my home TV set up here, and I've used them for that for testing as well, mainly because you need to get a lot done for testing it with the light and so on, for charging times and all that, and the amount of charge I've saved, as you see in there. And they are really good and sound really well too, and really comfortable to wear. And I love this colour too. I kind of have a bias towards this kind of colour, but everyone's different. But the colour is nice, and they're not. They haven't got dirty either, and they have a nice matte finish too, and really well. They've got some controls on the earbuds too, and you've got some on the app as well, as you can see here. and if we go here, you can change here for your long press for your voice assistant or your sound mode. You've got in-ear detection. You can see you've also got your voice assistant built in as well by long pressing on the right side here. So that's pretty much that there. We'll just get out of that there for a second. So you have that there, and you've got your automatic power saving as well, your in-ear detection. So in here you can change these as well, and that's all well and good. So you can basically set them up to whichever suits you best, and the same applies in here, as you can see there. So that's what that looks like there in the settings, and what we're going to do is we'll have a look at them now and how they work. So you can go shop Urbanista in there as well, manuals, FAQs and contact support too if you wish to do so. So as you've seen, you've got a long press to activate the voice assistant on the left, and you can do the same on the opposite side for your sound mode. So a long press will bring up the voice assistant, and that's pretty much it there. And we're just going to come back out of that. In here then you've got all these options for your EQ, which is cool. And we're just going to go back in here, sorry. And that's basically it in the app itself. So you can turn off the in-ear detection. Lots of people like to have that. Then you've got your power saving as well, which is cool. Now I left it off because I was testing it with the solar and all that kind of stuff, just to see any differences that might occur. But apart from that, they sound really well, nicely balanced. And with the EQ, again, you can get more than you ask for. So lots of earbuds coming in, more expensive than these, with no EQ built in, which I find ridiculous. Urbanista now have brought their range into their app, which has been good, and I've delighted they've done so, and it's been fine. So the difference here with these is, well, you can notice the difference in the sound. A lot of apps though in cheaper earbuds there's not much difference, or you wouldn't notice much difference between the sound or the tone or that, but with these you actually can. And from trying them on TV, my projector and the phone, they've been really good, and I've been basically having these knocking in my ears for the last while, because they're really, really good, really comfortable, and look really nice too, and fit well in the ears. Nice solid fit, which is cool. Then you've got your ANC, and you've got the transparency, so if you want to swap between either or, everything is fine. And that's basically how it is and what to expect from these. So the controls, as mentioned earlier, you have got your options to change things, and you can just long press either side for the sound, or you can do the voice assistant just by long pressing. Now again, these are kind of small earbuds. You won't hear the sound difference change, but if you press long, and they're just not there, you can change there like so. Just holding them out the ears and doing them in the ears is kind of, your muscle memory is in a different position, if you get me. And again here, you can see it works quite fine, and there's no problem there. And it's after thinking, I'm after saying other things. So just get back out of that there. On to music. What we'll do is next we'll open up YouTube Music, which is what I listen to, and we'll press play and just let that go. Double tap for play and pause, and just get this into the ear right. Triple tap to skip a track, and on the left we'll bring it back. Now the controls work well, so that's the main thing. I'm after hitting that twice, I should have done it 3 times. And we'll go back there. So that's pretty much it there. So the controls do work well. Now, as you would have seen in here, you can customize them yourself to whatever suits you best, and I've just left them as they were because they were fine as they were for me. You can change from your volume up and down, skipping tracks and do nothing, and that's basically it. And they've just worked really well for me, and I have tested the volume up and down, skipping and reverse tracks, obviously because I listen to music as well, and they've worked really well. And that's really about it for the Urbanista Phoenix Solar. Really nice pair of earbuds, and I like them, and they sound good, and I'm loving the idea of the technology used to charge them rather than have them plugged in, and it saves you a plug as well if you look at that way. As I have yet to actually put a cable back to this since I have them, which is really cool. So that's really about it. No lag latency either. You're kind of centered with these, and overall really good earbuds. And yeah, for the gaming as well, I found them quite good. Done a small bit of gaming, and one good thing is testing these is actually with projectors, and there was no lag latency whatsoever there, because some earbuds have terrible lag latency with the likes of watching stuff on projectors, which I have a few in my house here, and that's how I kind of watch my things, and they've been really good with no lag latency whatsoever, which is pretty good. And actually, only a recent pair of earbuds I tested from another brand, which cost 3 times more. They did suffer with a bit of lag latency on watching stuff on projector, so it just goes to show you. That's really about all there is, and that's it. Any more questions, drop them down below, and I'll talk to you next video. So overall, in summary, excellent idea, and I love it. Should be took up by more manufacturers, and they sound good, look good, and overall you won't be disappointed with the price or the sound, but the case might be an issue for some, which personally I don't think it's a big deal. It is a big case in comparison to other cases. Say here's a similar case, or not a similar case, but your kind of standard case. But that's really about it. Really good product, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. And we've more Urbanista stuff coming up as well on the site, so stay tuned for more. And thanks for watching. And again, thanks to Urbanista for sending these over for us to check out. And we'll see you then.